You think that what we're fighting about is stupid. Just cause you don't agree don't mean it's stupid. Lately communication feels so useless.
Savage.
If we don't got that obsessive love, then what we doing? I don't ask for much from you. It's like you don't got the time to lose. Make me feel like I'm a burden when I tell you how I'm hurting. No, you just say you're sorry to say you did. I ain't over it.
What's up, y'all? It's 6:49 a.m. on December 3rd, 2024. The sun is set to rise at 7:34, so we've got a little bit of time here. All praises to the Most High for waking us up this morning, for giving us the breath of life, for allowing us to be here with one another. I took the day off yesterday. Well, I kind of took the day off yesterday. I mean, I recorded some videos, and I was in a mood. Well, not even so much in a mood. I was just not very happy about things yesterday. You know, and that's okay. It's perfectly fine not to be happy with things, circumstances, blah, 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 people, you know. And I'm still not. Because, you know, every day I get up and I go about life the best I can. I'm always met with some challenge. And we all are. You know what I'm saying? We definitely all met with challenges every single day. Life is not absent of challenges. Actually, it's the challenges in life that actually give us life. It's a part of the experience. You know, but it's the parts of life that the challenges in life that just kind of smack the shit out of you. That sober you up and get you kind of like out of dreamland, where you really kind of get brought back to reality. What's going on here? You know, it's nice to be in the 5D consciousness. It's nice to be spiritual. It's nice to be rainbows and unicorn shit. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. It's a very but then we have to realize that there has to be, you know, there's a balance. We have to really, I can't have our heads in the clouds. You know, and I feel like there's a part of me, you know, it's that childlike energy that I have that keeps me very kind of naive and innocent, that wants to remain naive and innocent to the fact that people are assholes, people are selfish, people are greedy, but selfish is really like what I'm really starting to figure out more and more every day. So basically, you know, I know that especially it was confirmed for me yesterday that people I grew up with, people that were my best friends, people I'd fucking name my kids after, you know, people that I used to lay up with, people that I would do anything for, people I was always there for. They sit around and they watch this channel and every day, you know, and I don't know if they watch every day. I don't know, but I know that they watch. Brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, ex-lovers. They watch my channel. And if not one of them does, and if not all of them does, enough of them do to where they're seeing what I'm talking about. But, you know, I was made aware of it yesterday, and I was just kind of like, well, ain't that about a bitch? Because, you know, there's, you know, I don't know if they're doing it under fake accounts. I don't know what they're doing, but what I heard yesterday is that people are watching to see when things go bad so that they feel safer. That's what I heard. Because I don't really feel like people are rooting for me. And if they are rooting for me, they're doing it under fake profiles, and I don't really give a fuck about that. It's you're people will only be rooting for me and leaving me comments underneath my videos under fake profiles because they're hiding. They need to hide who they are because they know damn well that they were a part of this whole entire fucking game and lie and whatever this whole crime is. And I'm really at the point now where I truly and honestly feel at some point very soon here, I'm going to have to take me a break. I am. 654 on the clock. A much needed break because it's this shit is just insane. I got family in Michigan who have, gone out of their way to commit fraud. I got family in Georgia that have gone out of their way to commit fraud. I got family in Minnesota that has gone out of their way to commit fraud. I have friends who sat around and plotted with ex-lovers to kill me. Friends that sat around and when they realized probably I wasn't going to die, or I don't know, they just want to add insult to injury, or some slutty bitch I used to be best friends with likes to run up behind me and fuck all the guys I used to be with. They all sat around and came up with this plan to get me caught up in the justice system. They've been doing this shit for over 10 years and it is old, and I'm sick and tired of people. This is where the sobering part came in for me. I'm sick and tired of people whom I was really, and when I say that I know these people, I'm not talking about like I knew them in passing or we just used to go out to clubs together. I'm talking about these are people that I was with all the time or spoke to all the time. These people allowed me to trust them wholeheartedly when they were just lying to me. They watched my channel. See, for a while I was thinking, well, maybe they don't watch, maybe they don't know, maybe nobody really knows what's going on. But that was just me being not, wanting to believe that people aren't cruel, that people aren't that evil to sit around and watch me go through these things and not intervene, not even just. I don't, and that's when because yesterday I just had to cycle, let my feelings just kind of cycle through. Just kind of go through the whole process. And I'm not giving any of these people that I used to know the benefit of the doubt anymore. They're all greedy. They're all selfish. I mean, it's not even just me that this shit has happened to. It even happened to my own kid. And a lot of these people have their own kids as well. It's a shame. It's a shame, and it's very ugly. It's very ugly. I've really, there's a part of me that really has been holding out that at least one of these motherfuckers from my family group, from my friend group, would do the right thing. But they're not going to. I'm under the, when all of this does come out, who's gonna probably be the hero, the one that stands up for me? A perfect stranger, somebody that I didn't even know. And that's and I'm telling you now, whoever you are out there, I appreciate you and I thank you, because my family ain't shit. Neither are my old friends. Okay? There's a lot of motherfuckers sitting around talking about, well, I didn't have nothing to do with it. But bitch, you knew. You still knew. You knew. And nobody did anything. So, continue to keep watching, you ignorant, selfish motherfuckers. I don't want to talk to any of you guys again. Stop leaving comments underneath my videos for me to get in touch with you. Only for me to, you ain't heard from me in over a year, but you want me to call somebody else to do your motherfucking black ass a favor, nigga? No, you're blocked, and I don't care. You're selfish as fuck too. Okay? I don't believe that. Don't none of you, because the whole thing is that these people had to really get to know who I was. They had to know things about me. They had to get old pictures of me. They had to. Everybody had I already know what happened. Just like they were able to infiltrate my current as of late my friend group that I've had over the last 10 years. They got in touch and infiltrated everybody that I knew before then. My mother helped. My sister helped. My cousins helped. And it's really kind of like, this is what it is, collective. And if you don't like what I'm talking about, if motherfuckers think I'm whining, I don't, who cares? Go somewhere else and be miserable. Go somewhere else and be counterproductive. Go somewhere else and be anti-savage. Besides my channel, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Something's wrong with y'all. Something is wrong with a lot of you people. People want to play these games like I can't see shit. You know what, collective? I'm gonna tell you again. There was a point in time where I would come on here and I would say, if anything happens to me, nothing's gonna happen to me. Something's gonna happen to them. I had somebody come to my apartment again yesterday to knock at my door. And I said, who is it? Oh, I got the wrong apartment. It's that kind of get your hand out of my pocket nigga kind of energy, sending people to my crib to make sure that I'm here. I don't know if it's the people in the rental office. I don't know if it's these ops. I'm sick of these people in this fucking rental office as well. These people in these communities, they doing too much. Just like when I would hear keys jingling outside my door, like somebody creeping out there, I look at the people, it's the maintenance man. I open up the door, what's up? Oh, I'm just trying to make sure our keys work for this floor. No, for what? You're standing outside my door with a key that don't work for the door. You're trying to find the right key that works for my door. For what? So you can come in here and cut the wires in the heating duct and the heating vents. That's why it don't work. So you can gain access to my apartment to come in here and take out bugs or plant Bluetooth devices. See, this is what I'm saying. These are the kind of things that I've been dealing with. That I've been dealing, and I've dealt with them quite beautifully and gracefully and with a lot of strength and courage. I'm so kind of glad that I went through all this, that I've been going through all this. I really and truly am. Because for me to come on here every day and to show my face, to deliver messages, to be when I don't even want to sometimes, when I'm not feeling all that strong, when I'm feeling weak as fuck, I still come on here and do it because my main goal is to show up, because they don't expect me to. They've done everything possible in this world to make me just to make me vanish, to make me disappear, and mostly because they now it's to the point to where they're starting to feel guilty, so they don't want to see me because they don't want to have to look at me, the evidence and the proof of what they've done, and it didn't work. So now people are feeling guilty. To consider the fact that everybody that I was close to, that I rocked with, that I loved very much, would take steps away from me, that everybody distanced themselves away from me, preparing themselves for the day that I would literally be dead. As long as they got the distance, it wouldn't hurt as much. What the fuck kind of shit is that? Everybody wants to stand back and watch from secret profiles to see when the bomb is going to be dropped or when something really bad is going to happen to me. That's demonic. If any, because this is where it goes back to. I don't know if people read the Bible. Do people believe in God? Because the Bible, man, I'm telling you, people don't understand the shit that you do to other people. It doesn't just come back to you. It goes back to your fucking kids. Your kids are then cursed. Your bloodline is then cursed. You're doing bad things to people who aren't doing shit to you. People that are working for the Most High. People that are really here on a mission to help your dumb ass and selfish ass and evil asses. You come up against and you do things to. And people will say, well, I took the money to make my family life better. I did this they do these things for these opportunities to to increase their value, to increase their life value, to what's the word I'm looking for, collective? To enhance their lives, their lives and their kids' lives, off of the misery and pain of other people. What the fuck do you think's gonna happen to your damn kids? I said what I fucking said. Whether they're my little cousins, nieces or nephews, God, whatever the fuck it is. It doesn't matter to me anymore. Because that's not my responsibility. My responsibility was really kind of where I slipped was to myself, but I never really kind of made myself the priority. And that's where I fucked up. I really yesterday, it really just hit me like a ton of bricks. Really one of the last people on the face of this planet that I would ever even imagine would be so fucking selfish and careless when it came to me. They were. And you know what? That hurt a lot. It really did. And yesterday I was just kind of like, because the people pleaser in me was like, okay, well then do them this favor, blah, 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 making excuses. You know how they are. They're living their life, blah, blah, blah. But them living their life, man, nigga, fuck you. And fuck everybody else that's watching. I'm done with you motherfuckers. Each and every last one of you. I mean that shit. I mean it. I'm sitting on the phone and I'm talking this, and this is somebody that was my best friend. I named my son after him. Like, come on now. And there wasn't even kind of like, man, you okay? You doing better? Blah, blah, blah. It wasn't no kind of conversation like that. I started to tell them like, man, things was kind of really kind of fucked up, the family, blah, blah. And they're just on the phone like, yeah. Can we get to my favor, please? Like, they didn't give a fuck. Because they already knew. They already know the story. If one of them knows, then the rest of them know. This was my best friend. His cousin was my best friend. My brother was our best friend. All of these motherfuckers ain't nothing but a bunch of narcs. Selfish ass people. And I'm over it. I don't give a fuck if you see this video or not. Don't reach out to me. Because they already know I got a nasty mouth. And I'll cuss each and every last one of these motherfuckers out. And I didn't do it yesterday because I just didn't have it in me. But y'all are some selfish ass people. Y'all claim to love me so motherfucking much, but y'all would sit around and know the shit that I've been going through and don't offer an extended hand. These motherfuckers have been watching the way that these people been fucking with me over here. These motherfuckers own houses. They got apartments and shit. Do you think anybody ever reached out to me and said, Dwayne, you just come over here and stay with me, man. Fuck what them people is doing to you over there. We'll figure it out. Nope. Not a single motherfucking person in my family, friend group, nothing. And not to say that everybody's supposed to do that. But the people that should, they didn't. I'm telling you, the Most High God has been, and my ancestors have been showing me who all these people are. Especially over the last 2 years. And I didn't want to accept it at first, especially when it pertained to my immediate family. Because I didn't want to embarrass them. I didn't want people, thinking bad things about them. But fuck them. They've been sitting around talking shit about me. A motherfucker's boyfriend goes to federal prison for drug trafficking, and a bitch will drive 3 hours every fucking weekend to go see him, but she can't even come to check up on her little brother. Bitch, fuck you too. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about. See, I feel like a lot of times people, may come across my channel or come across my content and go, he's overreacting. He's just being a fucking crybaby. No, I'm not. I'm laying the foundation and I'm showing all you motherfuckers what people will do. And I know they watch me, so I want them to know to remind them. What you've done it has not gone unnoticed. Not by me anyways, and not by the Most High. And not by some people that really are important that are watching y'all dumbasses too. I already know that y'all got money. I already know that you guys stole my money. And I already know what you guys been doing with it. And I also know that you motherfuckers been sat around and signed my name on some papers. My sister did. My mom did. Whoever the fuck is the notary public. Anybody, they did it, they signed my motherfucking name, signed power of attorney. I didn't have people telling me, dropping little hints. People that didn't even owe that to me told me that y'all were taking my money and that you guys were trying to deem me incompetent for some court case I didn't know shit about. I had people, and I was just kind of like, that sounds like a lot. I don't know, man. I just, because, at that point I was just like, because I didn't even really, I just wanted people to leave me alone or help me or leave me alone. And then when they wouldn't do either one, I said, fuck it. I didn't really want to believe that my family would even be capable of that. But when I really looked at everything, now that I take a step back and I look at everything, yeah, they definitely did. Even for this shit been going on for a very long time. My mother didn't want to take care of my son to give him a better life. She did that shit for personal gain because he's the next of kin. There was something that he was supposed to get, and they wanted in on that shit. That's what the fuck happened. So everybody's trying to save their asses now. Yeah, they are. It's not working. Stop sending people by my apartment to come knock at the door to make sure that I'm here. I don't know which one of you psycho group crazy motherfuckers is doing that shit. I have no idea. And I don't really care. I don't believe in coincidences. I really don't. And I'm not stupid. My son's birthday is tomorrow. And no, my son is not perfect. My son is not perfect. He is not absent of mistakes. My son was set up to be where he is now. He certainly was. But you know what? He was set up by the same people that he trusted to set me up. And that's what happens. And I feel like my son is learning his lesson. But the fact of the matter is that it's Christmas coming up. And no, I don't really celebrate Christmas. But, I do have grandkids. My son celebrates. He's a September baby. I don't get to spend Christmas with him or none of my grandkids. But all you motherfuckers sit around and got greedy and selfish off of me. Y'all get to. And that's fucked up. But you guys sit around and watch. That's what I'm saying. All you motherfuckers are some. And still don't have the guts to stand up and go talk to the police. Tell them what you know. Do the right thing. Y'all are just sitting around fucking watching. What is this? The sun in the reverse. This is general collective energy here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got my Gemini intention packet from Otter Spirit. Very nice, by the way. I got a size medium. I don't know. Maybe next time I order, I'll probably get a large. Just the honest review to let you know they do come kind of snug. But they're very beautiful, by the way, and I definitely like them. You can use my code by clicking, down at the bottom here. You'll see Dwayne20. You can use that code during checkout if you go to otterspirit.com. You can also click the link in the description box below this video. For every bracelet that they sell, they donate $1 to Otter's conservation or to prevent extinction. They send them to, I did have it here. Let's see. Let me just give you a little bit more, just in case you don't know about Otter Spirit here. Yeah, so they give back to protect sea otters. That's their mission, is to protect sea otters. Sea otters were actually facing extinction, but their population is thriving and growing again. And this company here aids and assists with sending money towards places that help to prevent the extinction of sea otters. So head over to otterspirit.com. It's Christmas time, baby. click the link at the bottom of this video below to go check their stuff out. And 20%, hey, saving 20%, you can't beat that. Go over there and use that damn coupon. Tell them Savage sent you. You feel me? Thank you, Otter Spirit. I really like this and I appreciate it, okay? All right. So we got the sun in the reverse, okay? So this could be sadness. This could be things behind the scenes, things that are hidden. Let's see though. Hierophant, Taurus energy. A group of people are sad, or some group of people behind the scenes, or something is behind the scenes, or God is watching behind the damn scenes. I don't know. It's in the upright. So we have to trust the fact that something very spiritual is going on in this motherfucker. You feel me? Stand up, tell your story. It helps. It makes you every time. You know, I've been sitting around not really wanting to call people out, and I don't really feel like I'm calling people out. But if you know me, put the dot, you know, connect the motherfucking dots. You know, and I also wonder too, you know, when I was using drugs and drinking and using drugs and looking crazy and disheveled and unkempt, I bet you motherfuckers was doing a lot of talking then, huh? Yeah, since I've been off the dope and I done got my shit back together, they crickets. Bet you there's not much that they can say now. Everybody that sit around talking shit about me ain't nothing but some fucking drunks or pill heads. Or doing lines of cocaine or smoking crack or K2. Yeah. Ain't none of you motherfuckers really truly broke a habit. So you want to sit around and try to break me from breaking mine. Y'all I've been holding on to this shit for too long, y'all. I don't want to talk. I'm telling you. Do not contact me. Stay from underneath my videos. The next motherfucker that does it, I'm calling you out and I'm going to cuss you out. I swear to God I will. So yeah, keep watching from fake profiles or watching my videos and not commenting. Not a single one of you motherfuckers did what was right. That's the ugly ending. I don't get you guys. I don't know why. Y'all don't understand how many people I actually know. They could have easily just went and did something, did the right thing, and nobody chose to do it. Listening to my mother. Listening to some old weird ass family I ain't never met in Michigan. California too. They all been in on it. The Hatchers, the Boundaries. Who else is there? Okay? Y'all are some evil motherfuckers, man. And to think that, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm home. What would be considered home? I grew up in this state and not a single motherfucking person. And for those of y'all that are in Minnesota, y'all know, y'all already know. It's not what you have, it's how you use it. Without other people, we are not complete. Communication with others is the key to life. Talk to friends and colleagues. Discuss things. Don't be afraid to try new and unfamiliar things. After all, no one could have known that blue and red make violet, or that red and yellow would make orange, if no one had tried mixing the colors. Sun Tzu said, there are not more than 5 primary colors, yet in the combination they produce more hues than can ever be seen. So this is about using your resources, people. Yeah, talking to people. You know? I feel like that's what we do around here. Tell me about the sun in the reverse to the Hierophant. What comes out after this? A group is sad. A Hierophant. A group. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. It's very kind of sad. Things are looking bad for a group of people or a Taurus. They've lost control. They no longer have control. There's no balance there. They're not able to balance things out. Okay? Or juggle some things. I feel like this is a group of people. Tell me more. I wrote this down yesterday. Being afraid doesn't justify being a coward. No. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear anything from anybody talking about they were scared and didn't know what to do. Bitch, I've been scared plenty of times and didn't know what the fuck to do. But I showed up. I still did the right thing. For some of y'all. There's one person in particular that I know watches my channel. Nigga, you know damn well if it wasn't for me, your dumb ass would have, I'm telling you, I had your back to the fullest. And you, man, I'm telling you, karma's a bitch. And I'm talking about DEA kind of shit. Federal shit. Had your back. Stupid bitch. A few of y'all. Y'all some pussies, I swear to God. Y'all know who you are. But you know what, though? The world in the reverse. Give me another card talking about this group of people. It's probably the group of people that have been fucking with me. Good. If you don't want to watch the video, don't watch it. The Knight of Pentacles here. Yeah, justice. They're still trying it. Imbalance still. The world in reverse. They won't let something go. They're still, listen, they're still going to, you're still going to see it all the way through, huh? You're dedicated to this crime. They don't want to let it go. They're still dedicated to this crime. Even though they no longer have control, they're still dedicated to this crime. Yeah, they're still dedicated to it. Well, as long as you're dedicated to the crime, I'm dedicated to stopping you bitches. And so is the Most High. That's what he uses me for. You know what's funny is that I'm under the impression that a lot of people, because you know when you're using cards, when you're psychic, when you have clairvoyant abilities, people expect they look for you to be wrong. So it's just kind of like, oh well, you don't know everything. There got to be something. Nobody said any of this shit is perfect, but I can guarantee you the majority of what I'm talking about makes a lot of sense and it's true. You feel me? So if I'm wrong about anything, please tell me where I'm wrong. Please correct me where I'm wrong. Yeah, you don't want to do that because if you correct me where I'm wrong, then that implicates your stupid ass. You don't want to correct me about me being wrong about what you're actually doing. Right? Mm-hmm. So they don't want to let it go. The world in reverse. They don't want to let this. Why are they still doing this? Because they're guilty. Now people, I'm telling you, people are just mad now. 8 of Wands, because karma's coming. This is. I just told y'all this. You want to keep going. You want to keep fucking around. Karma. 8 of Wands. You're gonna be stopped anyway, or you have been stopped. On down from the rooter to the tutor. They don't want, I'm telling you, death in the reverse. They don't want it to end. One more. Thank you, Spirit. Six of Cups. Family. People from the past. Because things are being balanced out. Temperance out here. What else does Spirit want the collective to know tomorrow morning? Yeah, Two of Cups. Things are going to be balanced out. What's the offering here? There's about to be a secret that comes out, though. Possibly about a Pisces in the reverse. Maybe somebody wants to come forward and tell me a secret. Fuck you. I don't care. Four of Cups. Exactly. Don't even try it. So somebody's going to come up. Somebody from the past is going to come along trying to explain some shit to me. This is a personal reading for me this morning. So if you don't want to hear, I don't know. A lot of you motherfuckers, yeah, watching, yeah. Don't even try it. No, I don't care. And they only want to do this because I haven't died. Death in the reverse because they couldn't cause an ending. A Pisces is going to come along trying to tell me a secret. Nigga, please. Bitch, please. Whoever. Four of Cups, that shit. No. What else would you like for these people to know this morning? And then I'm done with this today. I might not even come back because I'm telling you now, I'm irritated. I still got shit. You know, I'm not even gonna say shit I gotta worry about. There's so much life around me in this moment. There's so much life ahead of me. I'm just ready to move fucking forward. This whole last 2 years of my life was for me to grow, was for me to break bad habits, was for me to get healthier, get more connected to the Most High, and to come on here and put an end to this shit so that I can move forward. This is far from over, though. It really is. After I don't know, because what people aren't stupid either. Most of these motherfuckers have already been locked up or been in prison. They know what court situation. They know what it looks like when shits get. Well, hell no. Most of them didn't even know because they got raided by the feds or the DEA or the ATF. So they didn't know. They never thought that anything would ever end for them, and they're still back in that mindset. See, dumbass criminals find it very hard to break dumbass cycles. So you got people still sitting around. Because they couldn't even see the shit coming the last time. So they probably don't even see it coming this time. Or they probably do. But this is far from over. This is just the beginning. I'm telling you guys. I rarely talk about my, what I got going on because I don't know. It's as far as the specifics are concerned. Because at first it really just didn't make any sense. I watch a lot of videos though where people definitely talk. They talk about their shit. They really do. But this is far from over. This is just the beginning. And I feel like that's what these people realize. I feel like they realize now that they are fucked. That this is just the beginning. And you know what else is weird too? I just say what you want to say. The motherfuckers sat around and took orders from somebody who 30, 40 years older than your ass. Do you think that they gonna be around to be punished the way that they probably should? Do you think they gonna have to sit in prison for the rest of their life or an extended period of time? No, they old as hell. They done live their motherfucking life, do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. And then they got y'all asses involved in some shit. Dummies. They done lived their life and did whatever they wanted to do. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. What's the Three of Pentacles here? Because it's Four of Cups. I'm telling you, Spirit, this is the advice for y'all. Or the Spirit's telling me too. Don't it's gonna be 4 of Cups. We got the 3 of Pentacles here, 8 of Swords, because for y'all going to fuck to jail. Going to jail, bitch. This little collaboration that y'all did got y'all going straight to prison. Or some type of spiritual, could even be spiritual jail. Hell, spiritual jail is worse than physical jail. Can you imagine being in physical jail or prison and don't have a connection to the divine? No comfort, no blessings even while you're behind there, no opportunities to ascend, to become better. You're there in like a void. Y'all thought it would be cute to sit around and come up with a lie and say that I did things that I never did and report the, y'all said, yeah. They were sitting in my crib. There was these 2 people. This couple, this really karmic couple, were sitting in my apartment and they kept making this joke. It was a very inappropriate joke about kids. And they were laughing. I was like, why y'all keep saying that? Because they already knew what the plan was. They some con artists, some thieves, some dope fiends, some hoes, and clout chasers. Sometimes things have to happen to us so the world can see how toxic and evil and narcissistic other people are. The part of themselves that they kept well hidden. Nope. Sometimes the universe will use us so people can see. So people can see how poorly and like how quickly people are so willing to be evil. How organizations and companies are willing to compromise their values to assault one person. But that's what we're used for most of the time. That's why at the end of the day, I had to really ultimately I just had to sit back and just kind of let it go through, because the more and more I realized that it's not even, it really at the end of the day, ain't none of this shit got to do with me. Who these people are, it ain't my fault. Everybody makes their choices. And I have to navigate myself through this the best way that I can with the help of the divine. To remain tempered, to remain balanced, to remain happy. Even though I'm not very happy with these people, I'm still happy with who I am. I never turned into them, and I never will. And to anybody out there that really feels like, well, I ain't had shit to do with it, but you knew. And even if you didn't have shit to do with it, you still didn't offer you didn't help. It's the same thing. We're not talking about, see, these are the same people that come along and jump on the bandwagon to help a perfect stranger, but won't help you. I don't owe nobody nothing. No, the fuck, I can hear people saying, I don't owe nobody nothing. No, you don't. You're right about that. You don't owe anybody anything. Nope. But keep in mind that whole attitude that you have that you don't owe anybody anything, you're going to be in that situation in the future. Or one of your kids will. And I'm not speaking that over it. Any of your kids, I'm just telling you like it is. Read the Bible. You're not very righteous. You stayed out of something that you knew was destructive for somebody else without doing anything or saying anything. What if it was you? What if it was you? Well, it has been me. Well, you know what? Then you shouldn't want that for anybody else, you selfish bitch or nigga. That's where that hurt people kind of shit. Fuck you. Grow up. Go heal that inner child. If I suffered through some things and I went through some things in my life and didn't nobody help me, I'm going to be that bitter to the point to where I'm going to watch somebody else go through something and go, well, didn't nobody help me when it was me, so I'm not going to help that person. Y'all are the main people going to hell, or should get the spiritual book thrown at you, because no, you didn't participate in it, But the people that are bystanders and watch innocent bystanders go through things, you just bystanded because people bystanded it. Your job, the reason why you went through what you went through and nobody helped you was so that when you did see somebody going through some shit and nobody helped them, that you stood up and did the right fucking thing. That's the reason. You get a lot of motherfuckers that think that they're better than everybody else. They get a little money in their pocket. They get a degree. They get married. They buy. Oh, they so much better than people that they came up with. Or people that don't have what they have or don't run in the same circles. They think that they're better than people. You ain't better than nobody. Because most of you niggas and bitches that sit around and got these degrees and drive these expensive cars, have these expensive houses, y'all ain't nothing but some closet homos, some closet whores, some closet drunks, pill poppers. Y'all commit a bunch of financial fraud. Y'all are very unscrupulous behind the scenes. These picture perfect lives that you guys paint for society and people in your neighborhood or your communities to see is so destructive and ugly and dark behind that. But y'all better than everybody else. Collective, how many of these people that you know that are highly successful in their lives wouldn't have even gotten that far if it wasn't for you being their friend or having their back, showing them the ropes, pushing them, giving them the confidence, having their back, just encouraging their asses, giving them that the salt of the earth advice that they needed when they were having hard times. If they didn't have somebody trustworthy to share their secrets with, they would have killed themselves. They would have went off the deep end if it wasn't for you. But see, back then we didn't know that we were just being used as emotional dumping bags and that we should have transmuted that energy to make it work for us. But we didn't know that. We held on to that shit. Year after year, day after day, week after week, minute after minute, we were around these people that, hey, couldn't have gone through. I'm telling you, back in the day, a lot of these motherfucking people wasn't nothing but some slutty ass whores. Pregnant every time you turned around. Was in bad relationships every time you turned around, doing little sneaky ass shit when their parents wasn't looking, and they trusted you or me to get them through that, or to talk or to make them not feel so bad about their choices and their mistakes, to show them unconditional love that they wasn't even getting at home. And these are the same motherfucking people that are now walking around like they are better than you or better than me, and no, the fuck you aren't. You feel me? Final message here so I can go on about my fucking day. Okay? I will never ever forget. I'll just never ever forget when I was really kind of going through it with this apartment community over here. They were trying to put me out yet again. I literally was reaching out to people like, what am I, trying to just for anybody just to, I was even trying to relocate out of state. And people just dirty bitches. Dirty motherfuckers. Somebody that I really kind of considered one of my closest friends at the time too. He made a very cryptic post on Facebook that he was tired of playing. Yeah, this is over. No more of this Three of Swords in the reverse. He made a cryptic post that he was tired of playing by somebody else's. He was tired of playing the game by somebody else's rules. Then you know what? Then maybe I hope that maybe when you did that you maybe went to the police or something like that, homie. I really do. I hope that maybe you did the right thing. Out of everybody that I know, I really kind of want to see the best in people still. I want to know that there's some goodness that people, but there's a part of me that also realizes, okay, people did something wrong. They don't want to get caught up. They don't want to go to jail. They don't want people to know how cruel they were. But it's all going to come out anyway. At some point. I don't know, man. People would have just left me the fuck alone. Yeah, there we go. The truth. I'm telling you, it's all gonna come out. Truth. Truth. Truth, truth, truth. You feel me? The truth. The Ace of Swords. The truth about this group. They're all fucked up now. They don't know what they're gonna do because they're losing control. This Hierophant group, this family, whatever the fuck, this group of people, they no longer have control. They're losing control. So things are in this, and the Sun also too talks about behind the scenes. I'm really picking that up as well. Let's get some state energy out here. I'm scared to finish and scare the shit out of them. Okay. They're still, they don't want to let it go though. They don't want the cycle to close out. So whatever. They're going to continue to keep committing crimes. They're going to see, because now at this time people are just truly obsessed. They're obsessed with they're obsessed with just, I don't know. They want to shut me up. They want me to be quiet. They want me to be in the streets. They want me to be homeless. They want me to be dead. They want me to be behind bars. Well, they want. Good thing for me that God doesn't give a fuck about what you want. And y'all better be glad I'm not sitting around like a lot of other people do and give names and really talk about things. Y'all better be glad I'm not doing that. Some state energy. We got Maine out here. We got Ohio. We got West Virginia. Alabama. North Carolina. Okay? Nebraska. New Hampshire. Yeah, that insurance company, that insurance agent, okay, your ass is grass, partner. Rhode Island, Utah, Arizona, okay, Rhode Island, and Michigan. Yeah, your ass is grass, nigga. And Arkansas, y'all asses is grass, G. You feel me? Your ass is grass, nigga. Y'all don't owe me shit, bitch. I don't owe y'all a motherfucking thing. I damn sure don't owe y'all shit. I don't even know y'all. Okay? Anything else? Y'all some miserable ass bitches. I swear to God, y'all are. I've never actually even considered that my family or my friends would be this evil, would be this greedy, would be this careless. Especially some of these people that were my friends when I had their back. When I'm telling you, I have seen a lot of my friends go through and do some of the hard. I was there with them through the hardest times of their lives. Had their back when nobody else had their back. Sacrificed my needs for theirs. Always would open up my door. Always had a hug for people. Always had love for people. Always had a drink for people. Always had some dope for people. Always had a plate for some people. Always had a fucking clothes for people. Money for people. I always just tried to help make a way or help people find a way for them. Hell, there were times I even made ways for people out of nothing. And it's sad when I have to really kind of consider. See, that's why I'm grateful for God, though. I'm grateful for God. I really am. I'm so grateful for God and the divine, because when I see that nobody else, like, do you see where I'm coming from with this? Under normal circumstances, what people counted on is the fact that when they isolated me, when they walked away from me, when they ignored me, when they weren't helping me, because best believe there was a whole conversation that these people were having with my family. If he calls you and asks you for something, don't help him. Every time he asks you for something, give me a call and I'll send you some money for you not helping him. That's kind of what was happening as well. And you know what's sad is that I wasn't the only person that this thing happened to. I'm telling you, there were so many other people that I know that have passed away whose families were reaching out to me. If such and such gets in touch with you, don't send them no money because blah, 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 blah. And I was like, that's kind of weird to tell me all these bad things about somebody that ain't done nothing to me. Yeah, it's a group. These people, I'm telling you, they do this shit for insurance money. They do it to steal shit from people. They certainly the fuck do. Yeah, they do. But I'm telling you, that's what they were telling people when it came to me. Don't help them. Don't help them do nothing. We'll give you some money every time he asks you for some help. We'll pay you not to help him. Just tell him you don't have it. I mean, there were literally times I would hit people up, a bunch of people. Hey, let me hold $10 till tomorrow. I ain't got it. Okay, bitch. Like literally $10, and I know everybody ain't always got money, but trust and believe, they had it. Okay. They had it, but everybody was receiving compensation for keeping their mouth closed or not helping me when I needed the help. Okay. So just like everybody's had their day to do whatever they wanted to do, to say what they wanted to say about me, I'm gonna have my day too. My official day in court. $33.22 when I look down. That's the end of this message. I'm closing it out. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Excuse me, spiritual burp. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, though. You know what I'm saying? Be inspired. You know, if there's nothing that people get from my channel, if anything, I just heard, I'm showing you how it's done. How it's okay. You know, tell your story. Put your story out there however you want to. Call judgment on these people. But I refuse. You know what I'm saying? I'm really at a I'm not, and I'm telling you, it has taken everything. There are two things. You know, there are battles in my life that I still have to fight, and I'm telling you now. I sat around and I was so worried about being over here. These people making me, you know, this rental office, not wanting to do the right thing, facing homelessness, blah blah blah, only because these people don't want to do what's right. And so they've put me in a really kind of weird situation. I don't know. But God has brought me thus far, okay? And there's no rest for the wicked. I'm not worried about that shit anymore. Once I get done blasting these motherfuckers, they're going to wish that they would have just done the right thing. Oh, yeah. It's already trust and believe that it's already being handled. See, they don't realize that. That's why I'm not even worried about it. The Most High God already got this. You know what I'm saying? I've surrendered the shit. I don't give a fuck. You could have did something right. The time has expired for people to do the right thing because everybody chose to do the wrong thing when it counted. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like that now. So the nerve of some of you motherfucking people. Y'all know y'all done fucked up. I can't, you know, and I cannot wait. I can't wait for that hammer, that book to be thrown at all you motherfucking people. You feel me? From friends to families to old coworkers. Y'all know who y'all know who you are. And some of these motherfuckers' mamas that don't even know how to sit the fuck down and act their age. Hey, that be bitches, y'all getting it too. It is what it ain't. I'm not a little boy anymore. I'm a grown-ass man who has a right to say what the fuck I want to say and defend myself and to tell my story if I feel like it. And I'm not defending anything anybody said about me because the truth doesn't need defending. I show up. I'm truthful. I am an honest person. All I got to do is show up. Yeah, that's the truth. All I got to do is show up and tell a good story because it's honest. It's you that people can't believe anymore. Not because I had to lie about y'all, not because I had to trash you guys, not because I had to tell all of you dirty secrets. I didn't have to do any of that. I just showed up and I was me. Honest and authentic. And now that y'all can't ruin that, y'all are fucked. You feel me? I'm out. Remember, you grow, I grow, I grow, you grow, we grow together. It's always level out around this bitch. It's always take it easy. I love you to the moon and back. Deuces. Bam! I love you.